The hidden history provocation. You were likely taught that the Renaissance began in Europe, but what if the blueprint for your university degree actually came from 9th century Morocco? We are uncovering the erased legacies of Islamic polymaths who pioneered everything from surgical tools to the scientific method. It is time to meet the geniuses history chose to forget.
Forgotten Islamic scholars who shaped modern science and global education systems. We bridge the gap between ancient piety and modern progress by tracing how pioneering Muslim polymaths transformed global learning. We examine the sophisticated foundations of algebra, optics, and clinical medicine established by these devout scholars. Their spiritual dedication fueled intellectual breakthroughs, proving that Islamic traditions birthed the very systems shaping education today.
History books often start the story of progress in Europe with the Renaissance, the Enlightenment, and modern science. But there's a missing chapter. Between the fall of ancient civilizations and the rise of Europe, there existed a golden age of knowledge, stretching from Spain to Central Asia, a time when cities like Baghdad, Cordoba, and Fez were the centers of the world. Long before Oxford or Harvard, there was University of Al-Qayrawiyyin in Morocco. Founded in the 9th century, it introduced structured education, degrees, and scholarly traditions. The very system many universities still follow today has roots here. So ask yourself, why don't we hear about this? Modern science depends on observation, experimentation, and proof. But centuries before Europe adopted these principles, a man named Ibn al-Haytham was already using them. He challenged assumptions, tested hypotheses, and insisted on evidence. His work in optics didn't just change science, it created a new way of thinking. The scientific method you learned in school, its foundations begin here.
In modern hospitals, precision tools save lives every day. But over 1,000 years ago, Al-Zahrawi designed over 200 surgical instruments. Many of them are still recognizable today. He wrote medical encyclopedias, developed surgical techniques, and transformed medicine into a disciplined science. Yet his name rarely appears in mainstream history. Today, satellites orbit Earth using precise calculations. But those calculations didn't appear out of nowhere. Scholars like Al-Biruni measured the Earth's radius with stunning accuracy over 1,000 years ago. Astronomy, mathematics, and navigation all advanced in ways that made modern space technology possible. The question is not if they contributed, but why we stopped talking about it. So, why were these names left out? Was it translation gaps, colonial narratives, or simply a shift in power that rewrote history? When knowledge moved from east to west, the credit didn't always follow, and over time, the story became incomplete. This isn't about replacing one history with another. It's about completing the story. Because the modern world wasn't built by one civilization alone, it was shaped by many. And among them were brilliant minds whose legacies still live in the tools we use every day. It's time to remember them. Subscribe now. And this is only the beginning.